Most expensive CS2 knives unboxed in 2023. This is what I'm talking about.
2023 has been a mind-blowing year for Counter-Strike. Not only do we receive...
We have... I can list them all. We have a number 1 pattern Skeleton. We have a number 1 pattern NORAD, yeah. We have a Talon. We had some crazy blue gems. Did we have a number 1 pattern blue gem being unboxed? Karambit?
Counter-Strike 2, but there has been some very memorable moments along the way. We've seen insane crafts like the 4x Titan print stream, as well as some pretty incredible unboxings that I would just love to share with you. So I've personally handpicked the top 3 knife unboxings in 2023.
Top 3 is
Before
crazy.
we start, there were some very honourable mentions, like this incredible quad knot float Talon knife fade with its 100% fade. This one was incredible, but it was nothing compared to these next couple of knives. Starting off with the number 1...
Chad, this Talon, perfect honorable mention. This happened just a couple of weeks ago. The lowest float Talon knife in the world right now is not just any Talon knife. There's one pattern index that has 100% fade on fade knives, which is pattern index 412, okay? Which is the same on Fire and Isis. It's the first max and the only first max. 1 in 1,000. The 1 in 1,000, 412 is the lowest float Talon fade at the same time. How crazy is that? Imagine the lowest float Karambit case hardened in the world would be the number 1 pattern blue gem. That's basically the meaning of this. How crazy is that? Did the guy sell it? No. He didn't add me? I added him. He didn't add me back. Pepega Powell, interest in talent. Pepega Powell, you can't afford this. Are you fucking crazy? Do you know this knife is above 50 bucks, right?
Some fade, this thing was incredible, but it was nothing compared to these
does he want to
couple
scam
of
him or what?
knives. Starting off with the number 1 blue gem pattern skeleton knife, the pattern 403. This knife was unboxed around March by a Danish Counter-Strike player. Although the knife wasn't in factory new condition, it is actually the lowest float of its kind, sitting at minimal wear. Although this knife still hasn't sold, we can see it's currently listed on buff by the high tier collector Zippel for a staggering 245.
Zippel, I think, helps himself. Bruder, yeah, okay, 200k, you're crazy, but it's lowest float.
Grand. Although I absolutely love this knife, I don't think it compares to this next knife, the NORAD knife. Halfway through the year, we saw this insane pattern 577 NORAD knife get unboxed.
Shut up, Zippel. 180k current offer? Really? USD? By who? That's crazy. Is it Chinese collector? 180k? And the seller doesn't want to take that? 180 by 2 different people. What the fuck? He isn't in a rush? That's crazy.
What's incredible about the specific knife is that we can see the blade is virtually all blue, and that
How
includes
rich is that unboxer then?
the front and back side. It's also the only one to exist in factory new condition. I'm not sure if it's sold yet, but I know the minimal wear version was bought by Lugan for $100,000, so I expect this to fetch between $200,000 to $300,000. Okay,
fair. If the NORAD is sold for 100k, bro, number 1 lowest float, bro, then the Skelly should be, I guess, yeah.
I think it's worth noting this is one of my favourite knives for a few reasons. After simply using a specific knife in a major, it made me realise how underrated the NORAD knife is. Not only does it have an amazing inspect animation, but it actually has a very hidden rare animation which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But my favourite knife of the year had to be this, the Karambit case hardened pattern 387. We all know this knife is iconic in factory new condition for its $1 million price tag. Although this one was only unboxed and field tested, it was still valued at way over 150 grand. I think it's interesting to know the unboxer's knife only had 31 hours playtime on Counter-Strike. He stated in an interview that he was only playing Counter-Strike due to a Valorant.
Bro, do you remember this? We talked to the guy. The guy only played CS because he got banned in Valo for saying, he just said, I said something bad or something like this. It was for vocal thing. And then he goes to CS, unboxes some fucking fracture cases, and gets a fucking number 1 pattern 387 Karambit blue gem. What in the
ban, which completely blows my mind. So those are my personal favourite unboxings of the year. Then make sure to let me know which one was your favourite. And if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe.
Crazy. What happened to that Karambit guy? Did he cash out securely? I haven't checked with him after that.